Viewers, before I go to the next question, you heard it there on the 18th. If you are in Lagos, if you are in Ibadan, if you are in Shagamu, if you are in Ota, if you are in Akure, if you are in Ore, head to the Remo Stars Stadium in Shagamu and go and support the team. They're having their camp. The NPFL is not yet on, so obviously you're not going to have any game to watch in your stadium. Head up to Shagamu and support them, and let's make sure that he
came second again behind Enugu Rangers, of which we are not comfortable. We are not comfortable because we felt if we could come third, one.
Transit TV, welcome back again to our Nigerian Professional League series. Today we're talking about, we're having our man Oladimeji Oshode for Remo Stars. Remo Stars is a rising star in the Nigerian football, one of the new entrants into the game, and we know they finished second last season in the professional league, qualifying for the CAF Champions League this season coming up. And of course, it cannot get better than this to have a team that has built a reputation for nurturing young players, and most of the players even making it up to the national team, the Super Eagles. And that tells you they must be doing some things very, very interesting and good to hear or see. So today we have Mr. Oladimeji in the studios to help us unpack Remo Stars and let us know, as Nigerian football fans, what's been going on with Remo Stars and what to look forward to in the coming season. Mr. Oladimeji, you are welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Good evening. It's good to be on this show this evening.
Yeah, I like that smile. Choma, good to have you as usual. Our viewers, you already know, it sounded like a broken record now. Choma made this one happen again. She is our queen, the queen of the Nigerian football side of things in this channel, and she's pulling the strings again, bringing this big man to the studio. We are highly honored and pleased to have you, Choma. Thank you once more, and welcome to the show. Do you have anything to tell our viewers before we continue on this one? You're mute.
Yeah, I had to mute it. Can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Very well.
Hi to the viewers and hello, Ola. It's nice putting a face to the name. Thank you so much for coming. And viewers, like Ola is the guy to tell you everything and anything you need to know about Remo Stars, the brands. And then on the other side, there's Beyond Limits. And I'm a bit obsessed with Remo Stars and Beyond Limits, but Ola will tell you the story.
No, come again. It come again. Somebody else, okay, no problem. Let me not say anything. I'll talk about that later in the studio. Yeah. Thank you, our viewers. I know this series will have a lot of Nigerian viewers who have not really been on this channel before now. So please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe if you have not done so, because this season, Transit TV is going to be one of the places you're going to go to get information and content concerning Nigerian League this season. We're really going to deploy effort and maximize Choma's relationship in the league to bring you all that you need to know about the Nigerian League, be it updates, results, games, debut games, interviews from players, fans, and administrators alike. So don't forget to subscribe so that you don't miss any action with regards to Nigerian League on this channel as the season starts. So guys, just do that and let's enjoy this ride with Ola, as Choma fondly calls it. So, Mr. Ola, let's know, what's your relationship with Remo Stars and how did it start and when?
Okay, my name is Oladimeji Oshode, like you rightly said. I'm the head of media and communications for the club.
Wow.
And before joining them, I am still a sports journalist. I started back in 2010 as an intern because I attended the Polytechnic for a start. But the glory of God, I already have a master's in communication, but I went to a polytechnic, like I said. There is a tradition for those that studied mass communication in the polytechnic, but immediately after your first semester of ND1, you would definitely get an opportunity to do a 3 weeks, a 3-week COS.
Yeah.
Before you return for your second semester and then finally go for a year IT.
Yeah.
So I was fortunate enough to have my COS program at I was fortunate to have my COS at Eco FM, Radio Lagos Eco FM. And I started like an IT student. But because of the fact that and I was posted into the news and current affairs department. But because of my love for sports, every time there is a sport program, I would usually run towards the studio to stay in a corner to listen to whatever they do. And around that time, I met a very good friend of mine. His name is Tobi Adepoju. I'm sure Chioma knows him very well. So along the line, I met him, and but all my life, I have felt, probably because I watch the English Premier League very well, and also some other football games from different countries. Yeah, I felt I wanted to do the European League. So whenever I have the opportunity to, before I go there, let me say along the line, the woman noticed there was a certain person, her name is Anikeola Salako. So she noticed anytime as at that time, she used to be the head of programs department at the Radio Lagos FM. So anytime she sees me around, she sees me close to the studio. So there was a day she was inquisitive and said, "Young man, what exactly do you want? You are posted to the news and current affairs department. What are you doing around the programs department?" And I felt I could just explain myself to her that I just love what they do, and I want to see how production department is all about. And there's no how, when you are in the production department, definitely you'd have much more ideas when it comes to presentation department. So I saw that as an opportunity. So she brought me on and said, if I have keen interest in knowing what they do in the production department, that whenever I'm done at my department, I could always come around to see what they do. But along the line, I got an opportunity to be on the show.
Wow.
And the rest is history. Actually got started. Yeah. So back to the issue of Tobi Adepoju. When I met him, he's a strong advocate of the Nigerian Professional Football League. He loves grassroots football. He loves Nigerian sports, Nigerian football most especially. So when I saw him, he was like, guy, both of us are still very young. If we could or if we could put this, our strength that we put in European leagues, if we could channel it towards the Nigerian Professional Football League, we'll try our best to push the Nigerian Professional Football League to a particular level. And at first, I felt, as at that time, I used to have a negative belief about Nigerian Professional Football League, because each time you go to a stadium, there's always a negative to take home. It is either, as at that time, it is either a referee is being beaten, or probably a player was slapped, or they were not allowing players to come out of the stadium. So I felt the hazard of the job is too much. I don't want to venture into it. So I left him for a few months. Not that I left like that. I just told him I don't want to do it. So for a few months, I think a year after, he convinced me again, and I felt, okay, let me just give it a try. And the rest is history. And in 2000, towards the end of 2016, I joined Remo Stars Football Club as the media officer of the club. And the rest is history.
Wow. Wow, it's a very interesting one. And like I said earlier on, I think we'll have our guy here. This is the right man to give us all the information that we need to know beyond even Remo Stars. because yeah, and our mission and yours, or where you started from, is the same. Because I mean, if you go to the channel, you see a lot of content on football all around the globe, especially in Europe. But there wasn't much about Nigeria. The only thing we covered about Nigeria was the this year's Nations Cup. And to be honest, there was a lot of viewership during the Nations Cup on our channel. And I told Choma, hey, the season is already to have gone. We are going to next season. I really want us to have Nigerian League presented in our channel, because we also have people abroad who still want to know about Nigerian League, and they are telling me, bro, give us Nigerian League content. So we said, okay, let's try and see what we can do to help it, because this is all out. That's how it starts. It's all about letting people know what's going on. Look at the Saudi Arabian League now. Forget about the money that they are pumping in, but they're also doing a lot of publicity out there. People now know about Saudi Arabian League. Players are developing to go and start their careers there. And who knows, the next 10 years, they could be competing with the European League. So we're just doing our bit here to, see what we can do to also help the league and the teams who understand the power of media presence, digital media, to put their brand and their clubs and the players out there for the world to know. I mean, yes, we're not yet a very big channel, but if I show you the analytics of our followership, it spans all around the world. We have a lot of presence in Asia, and
we'll definitely get there.
Exactly, as well. So yeah, that's why we're here, and thank you for spending some time to be with us. So I know, like I said earlier on, Remo Stars is a new entrant. I know they have been around for close to a decade, but we know people like Shooting Stars, Enyimba, Rangers. These are clubs that are household names, have been there for a long haul. So how has Remo managed to fight these traditional names and made it all the way to coming second in the league last season?
Okay. I told you I joined Remo Stars towards the end of 2016, and that was the time they were playing in the Nigerian National League, because they have been in the Nigerian National League for a while. So in 2017, we gained promotion to the NPFL. And then, because we do not have a stadium of our own, we do not have a whole lot of facilities. We used to use the Gateway International Stadium, Shagam. So the main target for us then, or what we decided we wanted to do, or our aim at that time, was to ensure that we remain in the Nigerian Professional Football League. We don't want to relegate. That was the aim. That was the target then. But in 2000 and towards at the end of the 2017 season, the unfortunate happened. We relegated, and we felt it was time to regroup again. As at that time, we already had the belief that the NNL wasn't ours. We felt as at that time we were supposed to continue in the NPFL, because that was our target. Our target was to play in the Apex league, which happens to be the Nigerian Professional Football League. So we were so disappointed, but we felt, okay, we have tasted it before. We have an opportunity to go back and rewrite the wrong. But as God will have it, or as the strength of our players and the hard work we put into it, we gained promotion again in 2018.
Okay.
And returned to the Nigerian Professional Football League in 2019. We still maintain that target of remaining in the Nigerian Professional Football League. But the setback happened again, and we relegated again. So as at that time, we regrouped to return to the NPFL for the third time. But another thing happened. The COVID-19 season happened. The COVID-19 happened. And we couldn't continue the league because of COVID-19. So as at then, we already have an academy then. We already have an academy. The current head coach of Remo Stars, in person of Daniel Ogumodede, was in charge of the academy team then. And at the same time, he was an assistant coach in the NPFL. So when we decided we wanted to gain promotion again, or when we pushed, we had that, but we are relegated, we want to return to the top flight football. He became the head coach, and that was when the COVID-19 happened. So we couldn't finish that season, and nobody gained promotion, nobody relegated, all across Nigerian football. Even the NPFL, the NLO, nobody moved forward. We remained stagnant. But we now felt, okay, we have an academy. Let us try to believe in our academy players. Let us make them have a sense of entitlement, because the players we had in the academy were exceptional players. That is the likes of Junior Nduka, who happens to be the captain of the side now. They were all our academy players. Junior Nduka, Adedayo Olamelekan, Akoni Kudu, Sodiq Ismail. They were our academy players. And we felt, okay, these players, they know how to play football. Instead of spending money getting players outside, let us try to use these players for this season. And we continued training, and lo and behold, they gained promotion. We gained promotion again to the NPFL. And ever since then, we have remained in the NPFL. But when we get promotion the third time, the proprietor of the club, Honorable Kule Shuname, he wanted the head coach to gain more experience. He wanted the coach to know about, or let me say, he wanted the coach to have more knowledge as regards coaching. So he sent Daniel Ogumodede, the head coach, to CD Ferenc in Portugal to spend a year. And when he went, we brought in Gbenga Ogumbote to handle the team for a year. So when we brought in Gbenga Ogumbote, we came third in the Nigerian Professional Football League that time. We came third. That was the first time we had an opportunity of playing on the continent. Because since we came third, we were playing the CAF Confederations Cup. So that year went. Daniel Ogumodede completed his course in Portugal. Yeah, he returned to Nigeria. We came second. The season in hand, we came second, and we lost the league to Eyimba that year, just by, I think, 2 goals difference. If I'm not mistaken, 2 goals difference. We ended up the same points, but we lost the league just by a goal difference. And we felt, okay, we are gradually getting there. Last season, he continued, and the chairman also knows what happened already. We came second again behind Enugu Rangers, of which we are not comfortable. We are not comfortable because we felt if we could come third, the following season we came second, we had to come first, try to push ourselves to win the Nigerian Football League. But unfortunately, we lost it again to Rangers International. So that is where we
Yeah,
are.
it's viewers. I'm sure this has been intriguing. It was very interesting to listen. And what the most interesting thing about it, and the thing that really caught me, is the doggedness of the management of the club and all the people that are involved to do it in organic manner and remain defiant in trying to achieve said goals, which is just almost there. In fact, people already have achieved success based on where you're coming from. And if you continue to push this way, I think your case can be likened to the story of Arsenal as well with Manchester City. So you're in a good place, and I'm really proud of what I'm hearing. And this is exactly what I said the day we talked to the guys from Sporting Lagos. There's a new dawn in Nigerian League. Our viewers out there, if you don't know, if you don't believe it now, you can see we've had this same story from 3 different clubs in the past, and the Remo Stars are here today telling us exactly the same thing. So they demand some level of encouragement from all of us Nigerians all around the globe. In any way we can support these clubs. We're going to have the website of Remo Stars in the description section. Please buy their jerseys, buy anything you can buy to support the club into the generate fund. Remo Stars have a very modest stadium. They are still developing their facilities to help them generate income from fans and stuff like that. So please, our viewers out there, if you have anything any way can support these clubs, please don't forget to do that. But let me ask you, Ola, one thing, another thing difficult to do, you have talked about how you guys nurtured players from academy to make them professional league players, and they are doing good. How were you able to fight the fight of attracting fans and retaining them? But you guys have good fellowship in terms of fans, and how have you managed the relationship between you and them, and be able to retain them? With regards to the fact, considering the fact that you're in a good state, Tennessee of Ibadan is there, you're very close to Shagamu. In Lagos, you have Sporting Lagos, so how did you guys manage to survive that battle?
Okay, Remo Stars is a community club situated in Ikenne area of Ogun State. The only thing we've noticed is if you love football, or let me say sports generally is an entertainment game or is an entertaining game.
Yeah.
So definitely your major target is to entertain, is for entertainment purpose. And if you begin to put serious money into sports, it means you are adding something to the entertainment, which happens to be
achievement,
getting entertaining the fans, and also going to always becoming a champion. Because of the entertaining aspect of it, Remo Stars would definitely entertain you. For everybody that have seen Remo Stars play, for those that have not even seen Remo Stars play, we at times stream our games on YouTube. They can always go to see Remo Stars play on YouTube, to see how Remo Stars play on YouTube. Because of that, we majorly push ourselves in playing a tiki-taka style of football, where we always ensure we keep the ball at all times, just to entertain our supporters. There are times where you even play and even the supporters from the stand will start counting on your behalf. 1, 2, 3, to know the number of passes these players can achieve within minutes. And that alone is also a side attraction to those that love football.
Good football, yeah. Nigerian fans have that history of, regardless of if you're opponent or you're their team, as long as you play football, they're always on your side.
So definitely that alone had attracted a lot of supporters to enjoying or to see Remo Stars play. Back in 2017, when we gained promotion, we tried ensuring that we encourage sport lovers to come into the stadium to see games, to see Remo Stars play. So we decided to do some promotions where for every individual that comes to the stadium to watch Remo Stars play, has an opportunity of using a free Wi-Fi. So even if Remo Stars is playing and you want to monitor games within Nigeria or even outside Nigeria, our stadium is a place for you to be. Because while you see Remo Stars play, you can always monitor your favorite club in Europe play. Maybe I'm a Chelsea fan, for example, and they are playing the same time with Remo Stars. I can always come to the stadium, watch Remo Stars play, and use the free internet to see what is happening.
Wow, that's a very creative way to attract
any other place. And that same year, we attracted fans to come into the stadium to watch by giving them frozen chicken. We tell them to take a picture of themselves in the stadium or at the stadium. If you are being selected, definitely you go with live chicken. With a frozen chicken.
I'm coming.
Don't come.
I am coming. The chicken.
Don't come. Don't come. That was in 2017 anyways. So as at that time also, we signed a partnership with Minimum Chin Chin. For every individual that comes to the stadium, gets crunchy Minimum Chin Chin, and also Pringles. So those were the things we used in attracting supporters to the stadium.
Wow, that's very creative.
It has really helped us a long way to have our supporters, and because of our style of football, it has made them stay glued to supporting Remo Stars.
Wow, that's good. Very, very interesting. Okay, so now you guys are in the CAF Champions League for next season. Obviously, this is an opportunity and at the same time a challenge. Opportunity in the sense that, of course, you're going to have increased revenue coming from that. But before that, it's going to also put pressure on your squad because now you have to travel, come back, play your league games, and still do the continental tournaments. How are you guys going to face this good and challenging situation this season coming up?
It is not easy, and I'll tell you sincerely, it has not been easy. Because for the very first time in the history of the club, we are playing on the continent for the third time consecutively. And Remo Stars will be playing against Aspa of Morocco on the 18th of this month at the Remo Stars Stadium. Don't forget that 2 years ago, we played against this same Aspa of Morocco when we came third. That was our very first time on the continent. We played in the CAF Confederations Cup against Aspa of Morocco. And back in Morocco, we played out a 1-1 draw against them. But we were quite unlucky in Ikene, and they defeated us 1-0. So we were ousted of the tournament. We were ousted out of the tournament. The following year, which happens to be last year, we played against Mediema of Ghana in the CAF Champions League this time. So we played against Mediema Sports Club of Ghana. And when we traveled, they defeated us 1-0 in Ghana. We came back to Ikene, defeated them 1-0, and we ended up playing penalties. And you know, penalties or let me say, is a game of luck.
Yeah.
We are lucky again, and they defeated us via penalties. So this is our third attempt, an opportunity also for a revenge against Asfa of Morocco. But this time around, I think the good thing for us this time around is that last season and the previous season on the continent, we went to their venues first before playing the return. But this time around, there's a twist. We'll be playing against Asfa of Morocco on the 18th, and on the 25th, we'll be traveling down to Morocco. So we think it's going to be an opportunity for us to play them here first, and then to complete the job when we get to Morocco. But it's not going to be easy. But the good thing for us is the NPFL has not started. So much pressure is on the the CAF Confederation, the CAF Champions League. I mean, more concentration is on the CAF Champions League. As I speak with you, as we do this interview, as we are live on this interview, as we are live on France, the club is currently playing a friendly match.
Wow.
Just to prepare the boys ahead of the game of next week. Okay? And before I joined for this interview, we're leading at least, I think, 4-0.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
I think it's just
the Sadiq score. The Sadiq score. Did he score, Sadiq?
You know, he's always the king of assist. He has done his assist again. So definitely. I know that is. Why did I even tell you? I know we've discussed this.
So let me ask you a question. Obviously,
after the show, we'll go back to this discussion. So we're preparing already for the game against Asfa of Morocco, and we are hopeful we are going to be very lucky this time to defeat them and move to the next round of the CAF Champions League.
Okay, so viewers, before I go to the next question, you heard it there on the 18th. If you are in Lagos, if you are in Ibadan, if you are in Shagamu, if you are in Ota, if you are in Akure, if you are in Ore, head to the Remo Stars Stadium in Shagamu and go and support the team. They're having their CAF. The NPFL is not yet on, so obviously you're not going to have any game to watch in your stadium. Head up to Shagamu and support them, and let's make sure that they have the revenge that they propose for the Moroccan team. So guys, please go head up to that stadium and let's park there. Let's get some chin and Coke in our mouth and cheer the club. So let me ask you. Obviously, every team, even the teams in Europe, some of them struggle financially. I know you guys. Sometimes it's going to be a challenge, but from what you have said, not really talk much about that. I believe that the proprietor, like you mentioned, is doing a good job of that. But has there been any time that you can say that he affected, the quality or the level or the activities or programs at the club, and how have you guys been managing with financing?
No, Remo Stars is lucky to have the proprietor we have, and I know Chioma knows him very well. So for me to have said we are lucky, she understands. And I don't know if I'm allowed to mention brand's name.
Yeah.
Okay. He's the owner of Bet Ninja, the famous Bet Ninja.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he's been helping us very well with finance since Remo Stars started. And he still does his own bits, but as I speak with you, the club also is doing something as regards financing itself or ourselves, and it has really helped us a long way. But there was never a time we had any challenge of finances.
Oh, so that's very, very good.
And we just hope to continue to work.
Oh, that's good to hear. That's very, 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 very good to hear. Okay, so before we go, let me ask you, or let's tell our fans. I know we spoke to the Tracy guy yesterday. That interview is going to drop today on the channel, and he couldn't tell us his expectation for the club going to the next season because of there's no guarantee they're going to return the same quality of players that they had last season that had them. So if I ask you, what's your expectation next season? I know you said you guys were heavily disappointed not to win the league last season after coming second the season before. So this season, what is the target? What are you expecting Remo Stars to do, both on the local and the continental level?
Okay, let me start with the continental level because in a matter of few days, I think less than 7 days now, we are going to be playing on the continent against Asfa of Morocco. So the target this time is at least to get to the group stage.
Okay.
Because the 2 times we have played on the continent, we have not gone out of
the qualifying stage.
This year of the qualifying stage. So personally, for me, I think the target is just to get to the group stage. And definitely once we get to the group stage, we are going to have another target. So, because once you get to the group stage, you have an opportunity of playing at least 5 games.
5 games or 6.
So once we get to the group stage, we're going to have another target.
Yeah,
but the target now is to at least push ourselves to the group stage. Then as regards the Nigerian Professional Football League, I don't think I have to really dwell much on that. I don't know why Chioma is laughing. Probably because you want Sadiq Ismail to score more goals in the NPFL, or probably score for Remo Stars on the continent, which I think and I hope is going to happen this time around.
I pray so as well.
Cecilia, she's smiling. She's blushing seriously.
So
I want to explain myself.
So what is the case?
You have time to explain yourself, but
I want to explain myself now.
You explain yourself.
Remo Stars,
Remo
Stars, Rangers, Enyimba.
So you support every club. The same thing with Sporting Lisbon. Tracy came yesterday.
Sporting Lagos. You keep calling them Sporting Lisbon. Maybe they need to be sponsored by them. See, in Nigeria, in NPFL, you need to support everybody because you don't know where the wind will blow you to.
Politician.
It's not when I go to Rebel Stars. Like, you can't support
Are you in
Rebel.
APC or PDP?
She's a complete politician.
I am in all the clubs. He knows now.
Well, Chama, I get you though, because I mean you work with all the clubs, so obviously you need to have your pass to everywhere.
Exactly.
Anywhere you are, you wish them well.
But still, let me tell you the truth. Ola knows. Ola knows where I pitch my tent. He knows. But I cannot tell him because
I can't say. You don't have to tell him now because he already knows.
Exactly. He knows. If push comes to shove. Anytime Rangers is playing Remo Stars, I don't talk. I will not say a word. I can't talk. I'll just be crying.
Yeah, okay, I get that. Yeah, Mr. Thank you. Do you have anything to add him?
Because like I said 3 seasons back we came third. Last season second. 3 seasons back third. 2 seasons back second. Last season second. So I think the boys themselves want to push themselves to glory this time around to try to see or try to win the NPFL this time.
Yeah, of course. That's a very obvious goal to have.
But these targets are strictly mine. You understand? When the club officially gives their target for the season, definitely I'll tell Chioma, she will tell you.
No, we're going to have you back on the studio. It's not the only time we're going to have you in the studio before, by the time the league is ready to start. And I'm really happy for you guys because, like you said, you're going to complete your qualifying series before the league starts, which gives you time to focus on it. And it'll probably be an advantage this time. And I pray that it really is an advantage for Remo Stars and you guys making it to the group stage, because once you do that, you're able to, really test yourself at the continental level and be able to assess the revenue that comes with it. Like you said, you're going to play at least 5 games or 6 games, 3 at home and 3 away. And it gives you a chance as well to try to make it to the knockout stages of the competition. And for a team that has maintained top 3 finish on the league for the past 3 seasons, that means you have some very consistent run and good quality in the team. And who says you cannot make it at the highest level? Yeah, we really appreciate it. Do you have anything to say before we round up?
Oh yes, I have one question. Now this question is
I don't want to speak with Chioma, please. I don't want to speak.
Raise your thumb if you can hear me. Do your thumb like this.
I don't want to speak with you, please.
Reggie, so this is the gist. I don't know if you know.
I don't want to speak with you.
Calm down. Reggie, ask Kola this question, please. He doesn't want to talk to me. There's Remo Stars.
Yeah, I'm listening. I'm listening to you. Ask your question.
Limits.
There's what?
Yes, Kola. You avoided that. You didn't want to talk about it, but I want to talk about it.
Okay,
Why is it your face like this?
There's Remo Stars. There's what?
There's Remo Stars.
Okay.
Beyond Limits is a bomb. Like if they catch you on a good day, they will slice In fact, some of the NPFL clubs cannot even do what Beyond Limits can do. It's not because of lies. They have been following them closely. Now, there are talks that they are owned by the same person. Ola, please clear this out. Do you understand? Are they owned by the same person? Is Beyond Limits coming to the NPFL this season to join Remo Stars? Ola, do your talk that is
Remo. Okay. Since you're wanting me to talk about this, Remo Stars, or let me say Beyond Limits Football Academy, is the academy of Remo Stars.
The feeder is the feeder of Remo Stars.
The feeder teams of Remo Stars.
Not feeder. Those men are not feeders. They are
younger
somebody.
boys.
One team. No, they can make somebody first.
No. When you say feeder, I mean that's where they take players.
Let me tell you something.
They promote players from there.
Yes. Let me tell you something, Choma. They are Beyond Limits is the academy of Remo Stars.
Okay, I know this.
Since it is an academy, those that play in the academy are players who are younger than 17. They are 17 downwards. In Beyond Limit Football Academy, we have under 10. We have a good structure. We have under 10.
I'm looking at where you have under 10.
Yes, we have under 10. We have under 13. We have under 15. We have under 17. And we have few players who are over 17. Now, let me explain. Under 10 players.
Yeah.
If we see you as a good prospect, let me tell you the good thing about Beyond Limits that other academies do. We will not tell you to pay any amount. We will not tell you to pay a dime to join Beyond Limit Football Academy. It is totally free of charge. The only criteria you need to have to becoming a player of Beyond Limit Academy is if you are a good player.
We have the talent.
So we have, yes, we have the talent. We have under 10. We have under 13. We have under 15 and we have under 17. So like I said, we have, those are the players that represent Remo Stars Football Club Academy, Beyond Limit. They are the academy of Remo Stars.
Oh, that's good.
Do you understand? So like I've said earlier, we have under 10, under 13, under 15, and under 17. So if you say Beyond Limit, it means you are referring to the academy of Remo Stars.
Okay, you know what? We're going to have a different session to talk about that structure. It's really interesting. I have lots of questions. Now that you have said that I will ask you, but not for today. You know, because
thank you.
There are going to be a lot of people out there that it will tell. I mean, you mentioned in there that it's free. There are a lot of. I know Nigeria has a lot of talent out there, so
it is free. You don't have to pay a dime to be a player.
Yeah, we'll probably have another section. We have to talk about the structure of Remo Stars. Talking about those academies, how to join them. What you guys do for the academy. What makes the players stay and stuff like that. We'll talk about it in another section. So, viewers, and don't forget, like I said, to subscribe if you have not done so, and let us also know if there are any questions you'd love to ask Mr. Ola. We'll get those questions responded to, and we'll get back to you. Like I said, all these clubs, all these people that have come here before the season starts, we're going to have, when they're ready to start the season, we're going to bring them back here to let us know where they are in the preparation for the off season, and by then they'll be able to tell us exactly what the programs are in terms of ticketing, fans program, and expectations going to the season. And then as well, like Sporting Lagos said, that the jersey for the new season was not ready yet. So by then too, this club would have come up with their jerseys for the new season. Then you'll be able to know where and how to get them to support the club. So Mr. Ola, thank you very much for spending some time and stopping by and having some fun with us today in the studio. We will continue to do our bit in this channel to see how we can help push Nigerian League and Nigerian clubs out there for the world to know. I'm really happy and proud to hear what you guys are doing in Remo Stars, and we wish that you continue to do that as we all join hands to try to push Nigerian League all the way up to where other leagues are in the globe. Thank you, and God bless, and we'll see you some other time. Ciao.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Bye.